Welcome back to PYJynJoy, bringing you divine messages. I'm Charmaine, your holistic life coach, and I'm excited to be with you today. Before we get into the reading, let's cleanse the energy around the space. And prepare our minds for the message from the divine. We'll do 3 deep cleansing breaths, in through the nose, out through the mouth. And as you inhale and exhale, inhale positive, bright, white light. Exhale anything that's toxic, that's no longer serving you, so that you can be prepared for the message we're about to receive. So starting now, gently let your eyes close and inhale through your nose. Visualize the fresh cleansing air with a bright light entering your body down into your lungs. And then gently exhale. Dispel anything that no longer serves you. Clear your mind. Your shoulders drop. Tension eases from your body. Again, inhale through your nose. Inhale a little deeper. Hold it a little longer. And then gently exhale with a sigh. Let it all out. Cleanse, space opens within you. Again, inhale through your through your nose. Inhaling it, the air is cleansing. And then gently exhale. Let it all out. And then gently open your eyes for the message. So I'm glad we're together today. So as a reminder, I also offer private readings. So if you want tarot, numerology, astrology, I do charts for natal charts, particularly around evolutionary astrology to help you, especially in this world where things are crazy, to help you figure out what your life purpose is and where you should be going, as well as just general career coaching, finance coaching, love. I write spicy romance novels, so romance is always in the air. So let's see what this message will do. So we have, I split the deck, and it shows 1, prosperity begins, and 2, the waiting game. 1 and 2. So 1 is new beginnings, 2 is duality, balance, and with prosperity, so prosperity is going to begin. You can see that there's a peach nut seed in the earth, and it's growing through its roots up to a tree, and 2 hands are warming, I would like to say, the earth to nourish the tree that's growing. And then you have the peaches floating in the air. With the 2, it's the waiting game. So prosperity is going to begin, but it's maybe a bit of a waiting game. So you have the timer here where at the base, again, you see similar roots are growing up to a tree. So there'll be some time as you see the sand is going down in the hourglass, and that's letting the tree appear. So it is emerging. So let's see what this message is going to be for us. It looks like prosperity, abundance, maybe some manifestation. There's been a lot of manifesting. So divine, what message do you have for the collective today? Divine, what message do you have for the collective today? Divine, what message do you have for the collective on this fine day? Let's see. Heart chakra, 4, emotion. So 4 is about your structure, your planning, your foundation. So within your heart, the heart chakra obviously is at your heart. This is where you have your loved ones, things that you love, everything that makes your heart sing and can make your heart cry. So you just have to be good to your heart chakra. So this is your immediate past. So let's see what's happening with that. So is this going to be something with romance? Let's see. Balance. So 11, 2 also, but 11 is a master number, so we leave it at 11. And that is all about your balancing. It's spiritual. You can see that the angel is floating above with all of the properties of the tarot deck. You have the sword, cup, pentacles, wands, and hands are open and receiving, floating above. So let's see, that's the present. Let's see what the distant past, the immediate future is a disruption. So 7, so that's like the Tower card. So something is about to happen that will disrupt you, your situation in life. and we'll see what that can be. But remember, it's not such a bad thing. It may appear bad at the time that it's happening because you don't understand, because again, you don't know everything that the universe has in store for you. So with this, remember, it's always a lesson that is being learned. So you have this disruption that will occur in the immediate future. So let's see what the distant past. So this looks like it may be something with romance, because you have in the distant past, there's heartache and loss. 3. So perhaps there was an individual who came into your romantic life and separated the two of you and your partner, separated you, causing you to have this heartache and loss. And there's your heart there as well. So you're still trying to recover from that. So let's see, in the distant future, we have shadow, which is 18. 1 plus 8 is 9. So that's completion, that's endings. This is also the moon in traditional tarot. So it's looking at your most deep emotions, your inner self, you're reflecting, you're getting back in touch with who you are, trying to understand what's going on. So you'll have a period of, after this this tarot moment in your life, you will go into a reflection. You'll need to reconnect. And also that's reconnecting you with source when you go within. So let's look a little deeper. But I always look at the bottom. And again, we have the prosperity begins. So let's see. So divine, tell us more about this message that you have with this. And I want to go to this heartache and loss first. So divine, what is this love that changed and someone else got involved? Tell us more about that. What do we need to know to help the collective who this resonates with? So again, the messages don't resonate with everyone. They'll resonate for someone. You may be in a loving relationship right now, so this won't be for you. But for those it does resonate for, take what this lesson is telling you and see. So let's see what we can find from the divine that gives us some more information about this. The cards are very sticky today. Let's see. One more time, like, oops, there's something just jumped out. Solitude. So the same thing, her head is bowed. She's alone in what looks like a desert. It also sort of reminds me of Mars because of the red. But there's a tower, a column above her. So it's really, really focusing on being within. Maybe that's a prelude to this shakeup. So it has a similar column shape. And that heartache and loss that happened is causing you to, and again, completions, 8 plus 1 is 9. So you have 9. So you lost that person that was your lover to someone else. And that's what this is leaning towards. So you had to go into a moment of solitude because the person left you, you were upset, and you turned within. And you just needed to be alone. This would be the hermit. So you had to go within. Perhaps you're reading some self-help books or the Bible, the Torah, Quran, whatever is your spiritual guide as well. Perhaps that's what you're reading. Or just maybe taking a break and just light type of reading, so your mind isn't as heavy on this. But it is where the person that your lover has left you for someone else and you are alone. So let's go to this immediate past. So divine, tell us more about this. So the lover left, then the people in the collective, this just popped out, in the collective need to have some solitude. So here we have choose wisely, 7, and you can see the hands all pointing in different directions. There are 2 birds that are going towards the light, so more than likely heading towards sunset or sunrise. You're here on a pier, thinking again in similar style, sitting there, head bowed. It's green, just like the heart. So back with your emotions. So at this time in the distant past, in the immediate past rather, you were having to choose wisely, make a decision. You went inside and you had to choose really to follow your heart, to reconnect with yourself, self-love. Choose wisely, choose yourself without choosing the other person, because you don't want to hold on to something that's not good for you. That's toxic. That's trying to force something. And when you force things, it doesn't end up well. Either you'll be upset, the person will be angry, they'll resent you, you'll resent them. Let it go. Let it float away like the waters. Let it go away. You see the waves are moving away. And choose yourself. Choose self-love. That's most important. If you can't love yourself, no one else will. So when you love yourself right, you will attract the love that you deserve, that you are worthy. So let's see. That fell out. Again, there's choices. With financial and material changes. So perhaps, and 5 is about change. So perhaps there was a marriage and you need to separate the monies from the partner that you had, the husband or wife. So that's something that you'll need to do, is your financial material changes are happening as well. So that's also choosing wisely and choosing the best lawyer you can find, that definitely, as well as what's best for you. Keep yourself first. Don't sacrifice yourself for this other person. Put yourself first, love yourself, and get these financial situation right for you. So let's see, Divine, with this balance, the present right now, what's going on? What more can you tell us about the present and needing to balance, needing to pull on all resources that the deck has? And this is coming out. Rejoice in celebration. So 3 again, so that goes back to that third person, but you will now be able to rejoice in celebration because you are free of this person, all of that whole situation, and you won't have to worry about it. You'll have your glass lifted, you'll feel lighter, and you'll feel better. And lighter also, look how the angel is floating up in the air. So you will be able to rejoice. So let's see, what more can you tell us? So there's going to be a moment of rejoicing there, because we do still have this life-changing disruption in the immediate future. But Divine, tell us more about this present. What message do you have for the collective that will help them at this time? Just a second. What more can you tell us about this? And the thing is to do, again, believe in yourself, trust yourself, follow your instinct, put yourself first, love yourself. And then you'll be able to find the balance that you need. You're going through a lot. There's a lot of heartache, a lot of loss, crying. And just know that you will be able to make it. You'll be fine. So let's see. There's a card. So a card hasn't, I want to shuffle, because the card just didn't come out quite right. So Divine, tell us what we can now know more about this present situation. Sacrifice, 12, 1 plus 2. Again, that 3 keeps coming. So it's just, again, reaffirming that there's a third person in your relationship that caused its ending. And this is the Hangman. So look at things in a different way. You will have to, in this moment of solitude, look at things differently. You're here at the present with remembering your thoughts that you had when you were in solitude, when you were reconnecting yourself and realizing you needed to put yourself first. This is telling you that this is what you need to do. You're in the water. There's some bit of turbulentness into the water. Turbulentness is not a word, but work with me. It's moving there, and you're learning that even still, there's a rainbow coming through. So remember, after the rain, there's always a rainbow. So after all of that crying, you'll be able to rejoice. So it's again saying that there will be a moment for you to rejoice. Perhaps you'll even feel relieved. You'll be relieved that you're out of that. Maybe you realized it was coming, perhaps, and whatever the case is, it's where you're now able to see that this was not the best. So now, Divine, tell us about this disruption. What is that all about? This life experience that's going to happen, this tower moment. What can you tell us about this? Let's see. Transformation, and that's great. So you will go through a period of transformation with this disruption. What's coming up next? This is 4, so that's again 4 here, back to your heart. It is in green again. So you can see in the picture that the fairy is holding on to a face. It's a face that was from the past and now emerging fresh and new, a major transformation. So in traditional tarot, this would be the death card. And the death doesn't mean literal death. It means the end of what was before. And it is now for you to emerge. You're no longer in solitude. You're going to re-emerge, be back in the public eye, back in the world. You'll be able to re-emerge with a better outlook. You'll have, sort of like, how do you phrase it? The on over the eyes, like the covers falling from your eyes. Like, I can't think of the word right now, but as if your eyelids had, your eyes were like covered by something. And now you're able to see better. You're able to see more clearly. You're feeling better. You're feeling great. This is life experience. It's a lesson. It's not going to cause you so much pain, but it will cause you to change. And that's something that you need to do. So reflect. What is it that you need to change, divine, not divine? What is your unique change collective? What is it that is happening with you that you need to change? Maybe something within yourself that you have been wanting to address and just didn't do it. So there's a transformation coming. So out of that life experience, there will be change, and that's great. So let's see, what can you tell us, divine, about this distant future? So going inward, and that goes also with your transformation. Maybe you're changing to getting closer to your emotions, getting more spiritual. You can see the moon and the cosmos. What can you tell us, divine, about this distant future where it's working with the shadow, working with the deeper emotions? What can you tell us about that? Being trapped in fear, so 8. So this doesn't mean that things are necessarily bad. It's that you're still within your mental. And that's what this is showing. You're working through, in your shadow work, you're working through what's going on. And there's still some vestiges of you feeling like down, that there's some fear related around it because people fear change. But 8 is still a number of prosperity. So you have to look at it that way as well. There's abundance coming for you. And in this case, it should be an abundance of self-love. That's what you need, the heart, remember, and the change and looking at things differently. You're nurturing, where this shows prosperity begins, you're nurturing yourself. You're this little seed. Remember in the hourglass beginning too, it's a waiting game. So it's going to be some time before you're fully feeling good. You will have a transformation in the immediate future that will lead you to looking at things differently. But in the distant past, a distant future, you're still going to have some of the vestiges. And this probably comes from that having been a long-term relationship that you're coming out of. So be strong. Just know that you have the ability to do better and treat yourself better and be treated better. And then looking at the bottom card, it shows 6, moving on. So 6 is about self-sacrifice, 6 is about loyalty, so be loyal to yourself. And you're moving on from that relationship, that situation that you were in. And it's a positive thing. Look at the light that's shining through. And then you're going from, again with this column, see, the column is repeating. So you're going from there, one place, to move on to the someplace else. And that's a good thing. And then you have, so I'll leave that there from the bottom card, you have that triumphant success. So the Ace of Swords. So you will cut through all of this mental that's going on that has you upset, but you will succeed. And that's the good thing to think about. You are going to be fine. There's nothing for you to worry about as far as the future goes, that you will be able to overcome this feelings of being alone. It will just take some time. So give yourself grace. That's part of what I teach in my life coaching, is to give yourself grace and allow your heart, your mind, your body to heal, because it is healing. It's a healing journey that you will be going on. But know that you have the ability to make the right choices, to put yourself first, and to emerge transformed, renewed. And when things come up that's in the distant future where you'll need to do some more work on yourself, just know that you will be triumphant because you've moved on. So let's see what the angels have to say about this. So angels, what message do you have for the collective with this love that has ended? It was a long-term love that they've been in, and then it ended because someone else became involved. What can you tell us more about this message. 5 of Earth, fears surround, so more fears. So 5 of Earth, fears surrounding money, the wisdom to accept help from others, uncertain self-employment. So with that, again, another tower in the back. What it's saying to you is this divorce that's going on, you'll need to be very aware of the money. Stay on top of the money situation. Make sure you're hire a forensic attorney so that they can find all the money, find all the goddamn money, and get what's yours. So that's the Earth. That's your grounding. That is your base. Think of it as your root chakra. That is your money. All of that is within the Earth. Prosperity. So divine, not divine, angels. What more can you tell us about this? So they need to be mindful of money. What more can you tell the collective about this situation? High Priestess. Priestess 2, Archangel Haniel. So that balance. So back to the balance. And her hands are out, just like the other angel. Listen to your intuition. Have patience. Remember the waiting game. So be patient with yourself. Consider carefully what you want before acting. That's what it is. So it still is the same message. So it's just reaffirming this in that when you're in this solitude and you're thinking, you're knowing to put yourself first, you're following your heart, listen to your intuition and be graceful with yourself. Have that patience and consider carefully before you act. And that's what you want to be sure too, because that goes back in with the money. So don't be so quick to say, I don't want anything from you. Yeah, you do, because you're accustomed to a certain way, you deserve a certain way. So don't be too hasty in any decisions that you make. So what else can you tell us? Angels, one last card from here, and let us know anything more about this message. The Hermit again, so it's just showing it's back to reaffirming. So the solitude, the Hermit, the same thing. So this is Archangel Raziel. Spend time in meditation. See, eyes downcast. And spiritual teaching. So remember, it's going back into the shadow work. Self-discovery. So you discovered, like I just said, in that solitude moment, that yourself is more important than anybody else out there. It is you. You are the one who is deserving of the attention right now. Spend time on yourself. So that is the message for you. Now let's see what the crystals are going to tell us. Divine, what crystal will help the collective in this change of a love affair to being on their own without that person? What message do you have to help strengthen them? What crystal will enhance that? So let's see. Black tourmaline. Protect your energy, and that is very key. So in all this time, keep yourself protected. So get a piece of black tourmaline. That will, and I have black tourmaline here, that will, this is the raw, those are polished. It will allow you to keep your energy safe and protected, so that whatever in this divorce proceedings, or even now with the person saying something to you, don't let it get to you. Put yourself, again, remember, you're putting yourself first. So in putting yourself first, you also want to make sure that your inner peace, that how you're feeling about yourself is protected. Keep your energy safe. And that sums it up. So thank you for tuning in. I hope this message resonated with you and can give you some guidance as to what you need to do with this change in your love life, and guiding you to the things that you should do, and having strength and belief in yourself. So again, kindly leave your comments. I'd love to know what's going on, if you have any questions. Also to like the video, to share it with your friends. If it didn't resonate with you, your loving relationship is fine, then someone else you may know may be in this situation. So kindly share. And then subscribe to PYJynJoy and hit the notification button. I do daily readings and life coaching, but also on the channel, but I also do them one-on-one. So check out PYJynJoy, PYJynJoy.com, and book your session. See you soon.